This homeowner has just extended his flower beds. Now that his plants are in place, it's time to add some nice decorative edging. There are many different options available when you're trying to dress up your flower beds. You can add a metal edging, brick, concrete blocks. All of these products you can buy at your local hardware store or home center. But today we're going to be using a custom concrete edging that you can't buy at the store. You have to have a contractor come in and do this for you. Because of the machines and the skill involved, this is simply not a do-it-yourself project. So we've called in some pros to give us a hand. This is Drew Ethington with Deco-Curb of Dallas. Hi, Drew.
Hi, Sonia.
Thanks for joining us. I understand that you have several different options available in your product as well.
That's correct. What we're going to do here today is we're going to install a continuous concrete mower strip. There are 3 different styles available.
Okay.
The one that I'm holding is called the mower style. It is a 2-tiered style that's for ease of mowing. We also have the slant style, which is this one, and the curb style, which is mainly used in commercial applications. These are standard concrete with no color added. The homeowner actually has an option of about 30 different colors that we can put into concrete.
And today we are going to be using this mower style, and we are going to add a little bit of color.
That is correct.
Once the homeowner has chosen their design and layout, the contractor marks the layout using spray paint. Now, Drew, what's our next step?
Sonia, for our next step, we'll use a sod cutter, which will remove a 10-inch wide path of grass that the curbing will lay in.
Okay, let's get this started.
Okay.
As Drew makes his way around with the sod cutter, the crew comes along behind him to level the area. I'm using a shovel to lower the high places and to fill in the low places. Then someone else uses a tamping tool to compact the soil. Now that the ground is level, it's time to start mixing the concrete. So what all goes in here, Drew?
Sonia, this is a very simple process. First thing we'll do is add about 2 gallons of water.
All right, let me grab the hose, I'll do that.
And at this time, we will also put in our color, since this is going to be a colored job.
Now, how do we make sure that the color is consistent throughout all the batches?
When we get our color, they're always pre-measured to whatever color we're going to be using.
So we're not going to have that problem. It's going to be the same color.
We will not have a problem.
Okay, what else goes in here?
At this point in time, we'll also start adding our sand.
All right, why don't you grab that?
We'll use 3 buckets of sand and a half a bag of concrete.
Now that the sand is in, we're going to add some fiber mesh. This is a very important component in this mixture. It acts as a bonding agent, kind of like a steel reinforcement. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's toss that in. Okay, now we're going to add the cement. We're going to let it mix for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to lay it out. Okay, we have our first batch mixed up, and we're ready to start extruding some concrete.
Sonia, I've just got through wetting the soil down to keep it from sucking the moisture out of the concrete as we lay it on the ground.
That's because the ground was so dry here, right?
That's correct.
Okay, this is what we're going to use for the edging.
That's right. This is our little curbing machine. As you can see on the front of the machine, I've already changed out our mower style slip form and got that ready to go.
So this is going to give us the same style that we talked about earlier.
That's correct.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get some mix
All
in here
right,
and get
go.
started.
Okay, Sonia, now that you see the machine is running, we have to make sure that we keep it pushed up against the house firmly until it starts compacting, and once it does that, it will actually self-propel itself backwards.
Okay, and this goes backwards as I put the mix in?
That's correct. There's a plunger in the bottom of the hopper, and it's actually forcing the concrete through the slip form to give us that mower-style mold.
All right, and this gives us one continuous piece of edging, right?
That's correct. There are no limitations as to the shape and the contour of these beds. And with the landscape these days, the more curves, the better off they are.
Yeah, that looks a lot better than just straight lines. You may notice all of these cracks, but as Drew goes around with the extruder, the crew comes around behind him with a hand trowel that's already shaped to fit this style. What they're doing is smoothing out those cracks and rough spots. Then they go back behind that and cut out expansion joints so that the concrete has room to expand and contract. Okay, we're finished. You know, this really went pretty quick. This only took us 2 or 3 hours to complete this project.
Yes, Sonia, most of our projects do go this quick.
Well, it really looks great. Thanks so much for joining us, Drew.
Thank you.
There are landscaping contractors nationwide who are able to do this kind of concrete edging. This has really improved the looks of the landscaping around this house. And here's another plus. Because we chose that mower style, the wheel of your lawnmower is going to be able to get right next to the border, and that's going to mean a lot less edging for you.